All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome y'all. It is late on a what's today? Tuesday? Tuesday night. And listen, this is horrifying. Okay. And when I listen, first of all, I've been following this story for 2 days. I'm gonna give you a little information. Hold on. For 2 days, you know what? Let me not even say 48 hours. First of all, we're here to talk about Tamar Braxton, left for dead, y'all, after a night out with the YouTuber funkydineva and friends. She went out with funkydineva, fact, and a friend, and was damn near left for dead. Ooh-wee. Damn near left for dead. I'm not pointing the fingers. The facts are the facts. We gonna get into it. We gonna talk about it. We're gonna break it down. And follow me very closely. Follow me very closely. So Funky Dineva came out with a public statement. I don't know if you should have done that. Sometimes it's if you, I mean, if you listen, depending on what headspace you're in, sometimes some things are better left unsaid. And your public response to what happened to Tamar is sketchy. It's very disconnected. It's very cold. And all I can say, y'all, is we are going to talk about it. Now, I need you to follow me very, very closely, okay? When 2 days ago, 36 hours ago, when I saw Tamar out with Funky Dineva, the first thing that came to my mind is I'm telling you, these are my real thoughts. I said, oh, they must have made up. Are you following me? Hold on. Why you say they shouldn't have been in public? Shouldn't have been in public. Why? Fill me in. Why you feel like they couldn't? They okay, Yvonne, I want you to kind of who shouldn't have been in public? Tamar, Funky Dineva, who? And why? I think it's a good thing she was in public because now we know who she was with, right? We know who she was with. But the first thing I thought to myself, and I'm gonna keep it real. I said, "Oh, they must have made up." Now, some of you are like, "Wait, what you talking about? What you mean? They must have made up?" If you are a Palace member, then I covered it. I covered it 3 months ago in May. Do the math. May, June, July, August. Less than 90 days. Less than 90 days later, she's left for dead. We don't know what happened. She doesn't know what happened. But according to her words, she was out. Severe facial injuries, 4 teeth knocked out of her mouth, y'all. Come on now. 4 teeth knocked out, her teeth gone, woke up, don't know what happened. First of all, can we just talk? It sounds like a few things. Number one, drugs had to have been involved. I strongly believe either somebody slipped you something without your permission, or you took something that took you down a completely different path. I'm not blaming. That was and either somebody slipped you something, or somebody slipped you something, you took something. So I have to go with, okay, what would make the most sense? Keep that there. That's the second part. When you wake up and you can't remember nothing, there's some type of substance involved, voluntarily or involuntarily. Are y'all following me? Okay. 3 months ago, she's saying the situation shouldn't have been public. What situation? Oh, why not? Oh, I see what you're saying. She's saying Tamar should have never said anything. Nah, I don't know about that. We're gonna get to that. I'm gonna let you. Okay, I got you. I got you, Yana. We're gonna get to that. Okay. Here's the thing. 3 months ago, I'm gonna show you. I covered it. And we was laughing. We were laughing over here. I thought it was funny as hell. I'm gonna show you and share my screen because receipts matter. Receipts matter. Here we go. And let me know when y'all can see my screen. Let me take off the overlay. Do y'all not remember when I ran this story? Watch this. I'm gonna play just a little bit. And listen, if you're a content creator, I don't mind you using my stuff. I don't strike people. Listen, what does this say? Tamar Braxton made Funky Dineva wait 3 hours while she interviewed with Nene Leakes. Do y'all not remember that over here? Do y'all not remember that over here? So that was why I said, damn, they must have made up. Because I know I would feel some kind of way if I have you down and scheduled for an interview and I show up and you know where to be found. And let me explain to you. You got to understand what's at play here. It's convoluted, but it's simple. Studio time is extremely expensive for podcasting. You got studio time, you have makeup people, and ain't no telling what else you have. And this is considered a big YouTuber, right? So you had to have felt some kind of way, even if it was slight tension and or disrespect, which was why I was shocked to see them together 90 days later, because Funky Dineva actually brought it to our attention. And I believe when Funky has an issue with something, he's going to bring it to the forefront. That's how I knew about it. And then I went back and did the math. And when he named the dates and I started putting two and two together, I thought it was hilarious at that time. I said, oh shit, she was over there with Nene Leakes and had him over there at a different studio. That's disrespectful in and of itself, right? So of course, bring us current. 90 days later, I'm like, I'm shocked that they're out together. And I'm really shocked. I trust my instinct. That was my first reaction. I'm shocked. They must have made up. And guess what? My instinct served me right because his public reaction and his public response was very cold hearted. He couldn't even call her by her name. He referred to her as that lady. That's why I was shocked they were out. That's why I was shocked they were out. Because I'm like, your response proves me right that y'all aren't friends. And you got to be very careful with hanging out with some of these YouTubers. I know YouTubers feel like if they talk to you once or twice, I always say, you don't know who the hell is behind those screens. You don't know somebody until you know them, until you get by yourself with them. I always talk about women. Y'all better be careful about putting yourself as the only woman in the room with anybody. With anybody. And one of the examples I use all the time, I said, it's almost like Big Brother. The men will always stick together, even if they quote unquote don't know what happened to that lady. You follow me? Even if they don't know what happened to that lady. Now, let's be very clear. I am not saying that he did anything to her. But Tamar, you need to call the authorities so that they can go back and track everything. They can do a toxicology test. They can pull the fucking cameras everywhere. Somebody knows something. Even if it was an accident, somebody knows something. Let's just say, even if it were an accident, they left you for dead. They left you for dead. Based on Funky's recollection of what happened, he said he didn't go up to her apartment, insinuating others may have. We're going to get into it, insinuating others may have. And Funky, here's the thing, and I'm going to play his response. He seemed real pressed. It seems like people are giving him a hard time and people are assuming that he's covering up something or he knows more than what he's saying. Now, here's Funky. You walked yourself into that. And like I tell YouTubers, you better be careful how the fuck you pop off on YouTube and what you say and how you say it, because I'll say it again. Go into that Diddy trial. I learned there is no such thing as secrets. When they want you, they want you. You can delete, you can deny, you can screw up all you want. But that forensic digital expert testify that those things go to this imaginary cloud in the sky. And should your name come up with law enforcement detectives for a crime or anything, they go in, they pull that cloud, and they extract everything. They can tell you who you texted, how many people were in a group text, what audio, what video evidence was compromised. They can put it back together. So if anything or if anybody participated or left that girl in the condition that she was found in is still negligent. It's still negligent. And Funky Dineva, I really believe the reason why people are coming after you publicly is because some of the heinous and the hateful things that you've said about Black women. Not my words, but yours. We don't like you bitches. You bitches are the bottom of the barrel. Nobody wants to be you bitches. And all the gay boys make fun of you bitches behind your back. Your words will always come back to hunt you. That's why people are pressing you based on your comments, some of the things you've said, some of the vitriol that you've spewed out on your platform. Not saying that you have anything to do with anything, but based on your history, you've now found yourself as a usual suspect. Do y'all follow me? Those are not my words. This is not a conquer and divide conversation, but you got to be careful what you put out there, because sometimes your words would come back to haunt you. Now let's get into it. I'm going to roll Tamar's response. I'm going to roll what Tamar came out with. I'm going to roll what Funky came out with. But just to give those of you that are just showing up, Tamar Braxton was found in a pool of blood with a fractured nose, y'all, missing 4 teeth after a mysterious near-death experience. She has no recollection of what happened to her. Funky has details up to a particular point of arriving to her home, and he stops at that point to say, I did not go upstairs. I didn't go. Tamar Braxton revealed today that she woke up in a pool of blood after a mysterious near fatal accident. She says she don't know what happened to her. To me, that heavily indicates either you took something or somebody slipped you something. She said she struggled to write this, but everybody keeps calling me. And honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. Her mobility is limited. Now, it's one thing to take something and or ingest something, and then you fall on the floor. You know, sometimes you have a little bit too much to drink. You may pop a little something, take a little gummy. I don't know. Let's just hypothetically say that's what happened. Maybe a couple of friends walked her up, left her. Last time they saw her, she was good. They closed the door. Guess what? Hasta luego. And if that's true, I'm sure camera will get that. From the time you walked her to her apartment to the time you came back down and left and caught your Uber or took your car, whatever, right? If that's the case. But the fact, and let's just say she stumbled around the house, right? We're just giving out hypotheticals, and she fell. But how do you knock out 4 teeth? How do you severely fall again so that your face is damn near fractured, and then your mobility is limited? You really, if you're in that apartment by yourself, townhouse, condo, you really would have to be stumbling over your own feet and throwing yourself up against the wall. And according to Tamar, I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. That's a hard ass fall. That's a hard fall. If she was in that apartment by herself, that's one scenario. That's one scenario. Yeah. So that's what she wrote, but some of you may want to see it. I'll just show it to you really quick. Here we go. Do you see it? And then we're going to get into the video. There we go. So you can see, I just want you to see the evidence right here. Damn. I hate that it does that. This is hers. This is what she put out today. I struggled to write this. I've already, okay. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different as my health is on the mend. My mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. That's sad. Let's continue. That's sad. That has to be horrible. All right. Now, what I want to share is Funky Dineva's response to the incident, because it sounds like people, or it sounds like, let me stop sharing. Give me 1 second. That people are really pressing him for details regarding what happened to Tamar. However, before I share his response, I just want to share with you all what I saw the other day that made me say, oh, they must have made up, considering less than 90 days ago, she put him on standby. I'm not going to play the sound. That's Funky Dineva right here, as you can see. Can y'all see my screen? No, you can't. Oh, shoot. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. I'm going to rewind it. Hey, listen, we're just assessing. Tamar says she's not sure what happened. We're going to take what we see, this video, what I saw. We just went over her response, and then we're going to go over Funky's response. And we're going to discuss it as a YouTube community regarding safety and situational awareness. I'm not going to play the sound. That's Funky Dineva, not walking with Tamar. She grabs his hand here. He's reluctant to be kind of in the snapshot. She's bringing him along. I don't know who this guy is. At some point, either she lets go of Funky's hand or he lets go of hers, and she's now with this gentleman. So we can see that she's with this guy. Funky Dineva is trailing right behind. Can y'all see? Okay, we all good? They're going into the VIP section. She's happy. She's hugging another man. So we got 3 men. Funky saying, I don't want to be on. They made me come out. I didn't want to come. I don't want to play the sound because there's music. He's doing a little dance and he's going to slowly. There's a couple of women. I'm not sure if she really knows them. She's trying to engage him. Okay. All right. So she's here. I just want y'all to see. This is before she was left for dead or found almost dead in a pool of blood with 4 teeth missing, severe facial injuries, and a loss of mobility. This is crazy, horrified. Who leaves the house expecting to die or not? You get what I'm saying? Obviously, it's supposed to be a celebration and a good time. So they're having a great time. So my title is a fact. It's not clickbait. She was out with a YouTuber and friends. All right. So we're going to go ahead and stop it here. And now we're going to go and play. I want to share this. I don't know this lady. Her name is Patty. I want to share what she had to say regarding the Tamar incident.
It's Tuesday, Curls and Scoop. Auntie is here, and we are trying to find out what happened with Tamar Braxton. Just a few minutes ago, she posted that she woke up in a pool of blood. Her nose was fractured. She's lost some teeth, and that was all she posted. Tamar, what happened? Y'all know I love Tamar. She was just here. She was just here in the studio talking about upcoming projects and health initiatives for women. She just made the news last week talking about her fibroids with Lindsay Davis for ABC News. Now we get this. I don't know why she would not go into detail, but I'm not one for stunts. But just tell us a little more, because now we're like, well, girl, what happened? Tamar Braxton, how'd you wind up in a pool of blood If you fractured your nose and you lost some teeth, it appears maybe you fell on your face and there was some kind of accident. Hopefully, Tamar is going to, give more details. There's a wild rumor that the Brandy and Monica tour is in trouble. That damn tour ain't in trouble.
That was so that's that. And one scenario that we gave is she could have fell. She could have possibly fallen. And I wonder what type of impact she would have had to had in order to, oh Lord Jesus, lose 4 teeth, lose mobility, and damn near die. I don't know the layout of her apartment, but what I would like to know, let's listen to Funky first before I go any. Here we go. This is funkydineva response to being pressured by the public.
I'm talking about.
Hold on.
For those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs.
He said he was very clear. We all left together. Now, typically, the way all women roll is we leave together, we come together, we leave together. So far, all of them, according to him, they are all adhering to that rule. Okay, we all went together, we all left together. Now, he was very specific. Let me know if you feel like I'm reading too much into it. He said, I didn't go upstairs. Let's continue.
I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster.
So he's saying, listen, I got an alibi. I didn't go up. I went to my car. I went to meet James. I'm good.
And I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died.
Listen very carefully. It went when he was describing his night out, her name was Tamar. When he described what the people start sending to him today, she became that lady. Funky, that's the type of shit I'm talking about.
She was laying in a pool of blood. And I know some of y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all going to be committed to thinking I'm biased. And y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. Now, I know for some of y'all, that's not going to be good enough, but you're going to have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know.
How do you put to bed a friend who almost died after a night out with you? You just named intricate details of going to dinner with friends. Ruth Chris, we had a time. Then we went here. We came together. We left together. Now we need to put it to bed. No well wishes. I'm sorry. wow, this is fucking bizarre. I am going to use my platform because we need to get to the bottom of this. It's the disconnect, Funky. That's all I'm saying. That could be the reason that people are pressing you. How do you turn it on and then turn the shit off and say that is going to have to be good enough? And that's why I be preaching, listen, I don't break bread with nobody I don't fucking like. I ain't going to dinner with you. I'm not going to dinner with you to break bread with you, Judas. Either you gonna be my Judas or I'm gonna be yours. I don't get down like that. The world we live in today where people will sit across from you and not give three fucks about you and leave you or hear about you being in a dire situation and tell people we need to put that shit to rest. I don't know shit. I got in my car. That's it. That's all. Y'all better be careful who you break bread with. But let's continue.
Oh no. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing and the lady didn't respond. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth.
That's fucked up. He don't give not one fuck about this woman. Not one. Ooh, it's a cold world we live in. It's a cold world we live in. And listen, that's crazy. Let me go ahead and open the lines and take just a few people. This is a very cold-hearted scare. This is a place where you got to keep your head on a swivel. And, I got on Claudia. I sure did a couple of weeks ago. I said, what are you thinking? The fact that you would even consider working with Funky Dineva and not putting Funky Dineva in a position where he's responsible for Tamar. It's just the nonchalantness, the cavalier attitude for me. The I don't give a fuck about you hoes. Because that's what he said before, right? However, my focus and what I was honing in on for Claudia is I was like, some of you women put yourselves in the position where you're the only one of the thing in the room and wonder why you're always being betrayed. And I said, Claudia, you gotta get you a girl in the room, even if you don't like her, because women have this, most women have a nurturing nature to say, hold on, wait a minute. Even if it was 2 guys going up to the room, I know what I would do. Nah, I'll walk her up. You can stay down and I'll walk her up. Or just somebody that can lean in for you in ways that only women know how. Even when we don't like each other. I'm not going to let you do nothing to her. I'm not going to let you give her no more drinks. No, she's had enough. No more shots. I don't give a damn. I'm not a party pooper. Enough is enough. Only, things that women think about. I want her to feel good tomorrow when she wakes up. I don't want her to be questioning what she did. Things that we think about. Nah, no more drugs if that was the case. You know what I mean? Nah, she don't normally take that. No more gummies. Just she do weed. That's it. Nothing. I'm just saying hypothetically. That's all I'm saying. But let me play it one more time. What's funny? The girl almost died. What? Let me play it one more time.
That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough. Okay.
Shit. What would it have been if she would have died after being with you? Because the fact of the matter is you and whoever else was the last one seen with her. And typically, if we were doing a fucking true crime review recap, you would be a primary suspect. Police would literally have to investigate to make sure that you was where you said you was and that you did what you said you did. And maybe you did. And that's just your attitude. You're disconnected like that. But me personally, as a woman, I would never fucking go out with you. I wouldn't feel safe with you. If this is your attitude to women being attacked or hurting themselves or being found in a pool of blood, missing 4 teeth, having a fractured face with limited mobility, y'all, but ladies, a man is still a fucking man. If and when he does not care about you and your friendship. Don't ever get it twisted. A man is still a man. The heart of a man is still of a heart of a man if he don't give a fuck about you. It doesn't matter his sexual orientation. And I'm sorry, Funky, your attitude, your response to this publicly, you should have got with somebody before you hit and click that link. It's giving real tacky. It's giving real tacky. Now is not the time. Did you pick up the phone and say, this is what I plan on saying? Did you rehearse it? Did you roll it out? Because you were just seen on camera with the girl. I can see if you didn't have dinner with her. I can see if you didn't go to the club with her. I can see if you look. You shouldn't have went out if you don't fuck with her. That's all I'm saying. Can you hear me now, chat? Are you with me now? Baby, don't get caught slipping, rolling with people that you don't really know, who don't like you. I knew he felt some kind of way about, and I would have too, rightfully so, about being put on hold when Tamar 3 months ago was supposed to do an interview with him and was over 3 hours late because she was off doing an interview with Nene Leakes. All I'm saying is you just never know how people truly feel about you. You never know. I open up the line. I am going to just take y'all one by one, give you a couple of seconds to say what you need to say. Then I'm going to drop down. I'm going to let other people come up. Welcome, Janae. What are your thoughts?
Hey Queen, how you doing tonight? I feel like it's giving guilty. I feel like it's giving I really didn't want to fuck with you like that, but I'm gonna go anyway for clout reasons. It looks like a setup. It looks like a setup to me. And I wonder if he had something to do with what with what happened to her. Because in the video, he made it abundantly clear, well, they went upstairs. So you didn't have enough essence about yourself to get out of the car to make sure that this woman got upstairs and got into her apartment safe and sound as a gentleman? I would never let my friend go upstairs, especially go out with someone like him and how he feels about black women or women in general. And I would not let my girlfriend go upstairs with a whole bunch of people that she didn't know if we've been out turning it up all night long. I usually am the sober one when I go out, Queen. So I make sure I get people home and I make sure I walk people in. I let people know. You know what I'm saying, Queen?
I got you. I got you. I'm just saying, accidents can happen. And like I said, that was the first scenario. We said, listen, maybe you ingested something voluntarily and or involuntarily. First scenario, you got in your house, you fell, you slung, you had to hit a couple of walls, whatever it is, it was severe. But who left you like that? Who walked you upstairs? Because let me say this, and I'm feeling you. I can still go where I need to go and still know something. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. I sure do.
Okay.
I smell a rat, and it's him.
All right.
I think he knows more than what he's saying.
All right. Thank you, Janae.
No problem.
Uh-oh. Shelby Knowing, welcome. What are your thoughts on this entire horrifying event? Tamar Braxton found in a pool of blood, missing 4 teeth,
Can you
severe
hear me?
facial. Yeah. Yeah. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay.
What I think about this Queen is I don't trust Funky. I never have trusted Funky. I don't really listen to him. I see like clips of his stuff from different people that they send me and stuff like that. And the one thing that I can say about this, I don't even want to call him a man, but the one thing I can say about him is he don't like black women. He don't like women, period. I think he's envious. I think he wants to be a woman so bad that it's just something in him that he just can't get over the fact that he wasn't born a woman. I wouldn't trust him. And I think in this situation, he knows more than he's saying because he's out here making jokes like it's funny. This is not a funny situation. And the reason why I think he held back and not wanting to be in the videos and all of that stuff is because he set the whole thing up from the beginning. And he wanted to, have an alibi just to say, okay, I wasn't there or I was with this person, that person. But I think Funky is full of shit. I think Funky is capable of doing anything that he feels like if somebody wrongs him, this is what I'm going to do to you, because he doesn't respect the women, period, and he hates black women. And that's just my thoughts on it. That's just the way I feel about it. And I don't mean to harm, excuse my mouth, but fuck Funky.
All right. That's fair. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Queen, for letting me up.
All right. Let me. So this sounds like what? A conspiracy theory. Ain't nothing conspiracy. I'm showing you the facts here on the screen. This sounds like a conspiracy theory. Funky is biased, but nobody said he did anything to Tamar. I'll drop the link. Sometimes it's hard to translate when you're typing. So you feel like this is not him in the video? You don't believe him when he said they all left together? You feel like that's a conspiracy theory? Because that's what we're saying. He said he didn't go up. They all came together. They left together. They had, which part is the conspiracy? That she could have ingested something voluntarily and or involuntarily? That he seems to not give one fuck in his response? Calling her that lady, laughing. Y'all gonna have to put this, what part about it is conspiracy? He seems to not give one fuck. Okay, you gotta be ready. Y'all gotta be ready when y'all come up. Okay, let's go, SD. Let's go. I'm ready. Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Talking about when I saying conspiracy theory, when I'm talking about conspiracy theory, I'm not talking about what you're talking about. I'm talking about some things that's in the comments.
Wait. I'm gonna take you off. I took you off. Go ahead and mute up every device you have playing in the background. You got to put it on mute so that your audio can be clear and we can follow you. All right, let's go, SD. Let's do it again.
Okay. Hey, so I'm not talking about what you're talking about, Queen Sheba. I'm going by the comments about some of the things that people are saying. I follow Funky Dineva, but I don't follow him because I'm such a fan. I follow him for some of the stuff he's talking about. Follow a lot of content creators. Him and Tamar are always doing something. I know they had that little frozen moment, but just the other day, he was talking about what they did and, hey, I'm finna meet up with Tamar. I believe that he was acting like an ass or had attitude, whatever like that. He was celebrating his birthday. But I don't believe that what everybody is saying, like he did something to her. I believe he's an asshole. I believe he don't give a damn how he's talking. I believe he does that with a lot of things that are not funny on his show. He laughs and he said, oh, look, I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy. He laughs about stuff that is so inappropriate. And I'm like, and I turn those things off when he says things I don't like. But as far as him and Tamar has a lot of mental health issues. They were probably eating some edibles because that's what he does a lot. I believe she went upstairs. She don't even know what happened to herself. You know what I'm saying? She calls him talking about my teeth. I don't believe he had anything to do with it, but I believe as a friend, which he nor her know how to be, he could have walked her up there and made her, be safe, but he don't give a damn. He don't care about stuff like that. That's one thing I know about him, but I'm just talking to the chat that who's ever saying that he did it or had something to do with it. I don't believe that. That's what I mean. It sounds like some type of conspiracy theory on that part. That's all.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for coming in to clarify. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Now here's the thing. I see a comment where people are saying, now hold on. Funky did say he gonna attack Tasha K on site when he see her. He said that was a promise. Now I'm not saying he did anything to Tamar, but the people feel like he did. The people feel like you know something. based on his response. You know something, you did something, or you're not telling the whole truth. You were the last person seen with her. And I'm just going to remind y'all, should law enforcement get involved, they would want to know the same thing. And I hope Tamar has enough sense to call them and let them take it from here, because you don't want to play with your life. Even if it's you, shit. Even if you feel like somebody gave you a dosage of something that you shouldn't have had, right? Because y'all said, well, I ain't going to even go that far. I would want to know. Would you want to know what happened to you? You wake up with 4 of your teeth missing out of your mouth, limited mobility, hurt so bad you can't even talk. Yeah, I want to know. Even if it was me, because I want to make sure I never do that shit again, ever. I want to make sure that I go out with people that's not going to allow me. And I know we grown, but see, that's what I'm talking about. Being with the right folks. Somebody that cares enough to walk you upstairs and not let somebody else walk you up. That's all I'm saying. To love, Kalia says, I don't think he had anything to do with it. I just don't like how he's talking about her like they aren't friends. And he knows who went upstairs with her. I do believe there is a strong possibility somebody went upstairs with her and he's taken the position of what we do. And we do this a lot as people of color. Not my business. Not my business. That's the first thing. Number 2, I'm going to say, based on his attitude and his response, his facial gestures, the tone of his voice, the humor at the end, the sarcasm, they're not friends. My friends would not speak about me like that. My friends would not refer to me as that lady if I almost lost my life and I woke up with severe facial injuries found in a pool of blood the next day. He said that. I asked the lady, what happened? Let you wake up with 4 teeth gone out of your mouth. And he said the lady did not respond. My friends would have been ringing my phone. What the hell you mean? Even if I didn't respond. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to lean in and probably say, for those of you that need a real life example, this is what it looks like when somebody is not your friend. Got it? Now, I'm going to go through some of these comments and see what y'all are saying. And then I'm going to wrap it up because I didn't want to be here too long. But if you would like to come up, we got 10 minutes. I don't mind taking another caller or two. I am she, the divine says, some of y'all are delusional, like we haven't heard this man disrespect Black women constantly. I think he should have held his peace. I think it's always good to have a sounding board that you can pick up the phone and call and say, I'm being pressed. People want to know if I have anything to do with this Tamar incident. I don't, but I know who went upstairs. What will be your recommendation? You got to get somebody that ain't scared to tell you, shut the hell up. You sound crazy as hell. Those people are going to crucify you if you're getting on live talking that BS. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some people in your corner that's not going to cheer you to run off a fucking cliff. You got to get some people in your corner that says you done lost your damn mind if you think that's okay to go live and say that. Tamar didn't call you back and didn't respond because what you said was very foolish. When somebody's telling you that something bad happened and they're missing 4 teeth, your response was cold. That's why the lady didn't respond, because I think in that moment she fucked around and she found out you don't really care. Y'all got to stop going out with people and pretending to be friends with people you don't like. And a lot of y'all do that, and it's scary. A lot of y'all do that. And you do it so commonly, you get mad at people and you feel some kind of way for the ones that keep it real and say, you know what, I don't really have a problem with you, but we not a good fit. So nah, I'm going to stay over here. That shit pisses some of y'all off because you're so used to faking the funk and being around people that you can't stand. You don't give a hell about. You don't care if they woke up tomorrow. because that's what this was given. And I'm going to play it one more time. This response was very cold, very disjointed and disconnected.
Y'all, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the roof, Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car.
Okay, so the police would be able to track that. If they got in the car together and they did Uber records, they'll be able to pull the video to see her state. Was she coherent? Was she cognitively aware? Was she passed out, blacked out in the car, drunk? They'll be able to see. If you jumped in the Uber, they're going to be able to pull all of that. Tamar, you need to contact law enforcement if you haven't already, at least to know or establish a timeline of what the hell happened to you. You got to give it to law enforcement. That's the only way you're going to get the answers that you need, at least leading up to the moment you got to that door. Because and when I say that door, I'm talking about your home, your domicile, your residence. Because with you being a celebrity, I know there has to be cameras around. They going to track from the time you left. They going to take it serious, right? Even if you fail. At least you gonna know what the hell happened to you. That's the first thing. The second thing is you need to know, because this is the second time within a year that something bad has happened. The other time was maybe, 9 months to a year ago, where somebody robbed you and took your stuff. I remember you came out and said out of the car, and I wonder if it's still the same complex. Or what, just wherever you live. And I know Nene lives in the same building, because she said she could hear you singing sometimes when she did her interview. So you, Tamar, you just need to know who's around you. Number one, that you can call should you ever find yourself in that situation again and you decide to go out with a group of men. At least you got a homegirl or homeboy on, somebody you can trust, not these fucking industry people. Okay, To Love Kalia says she lives in a secure building. I'm sure there's a video of who came in with her. That's right. And also, if y'all pre-gamed before y'all left, pre-gaming is, where you come up and have a couple of drinks. Now, here's my thing, baby. If you don't know somebody, don't let them in your house. Don't let them in your house. But at least if y'all took an Uber, he said we all got in the car together. Let me replay it. I'm assuming, I hope they took an Uber if they were drinking.
For those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the roof, Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw.
And this part is true. He's sure. You can tell from his, but he's telling you the truth here.
Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house.
The car dropped us off. So I'm going to assume it was an Uber. Call law enforcement. Get those videos from Uber. I'm going to assume it was either an Uber and or a Lyft. It doesn't matter who ordered it. They'll be able to extract the audio, the video. If you passed out and motherfuckers acting shady and giving text messages, making faces, you about to see all of that from that Uber. Okay.
House. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home.
Okay. He's saying, I'm not involved. Is there a possibility something shady could have happened? Possibly. Was Tamar arguing with somebody? We don't know. Pull the tapes from the Uber. Pull the tapes. pull the audio. They keep it for how long do they keep it? Because I get a notice all the time when Uber's about to delete my recordings from my previous rides. I think they keep it for like 7 to 14 days if I'm correct. She needs to go to the hospital. She needs to do a police report. I'm not, he just knows more than what he's saying. And he's taken the stance. I'm staying out of it. This is what I did. That's a strong indication of protectiveness. This is what I did. I don't know about everybody else. I went home. I didn't go up there. Was there a conversation about the group going up to her house? Who was in the car? Was it all men in Tamar? Was it a girl? Where's the woman? How come nobody cares? Like what happened? Okay, Ioma, if you say something, you said, I am sure. Hold on. I am sure Tamar did something. Come on, you guys. There's no perfect victim. It's just remember they don't see you any different. Huh? Okay. That's a good question. Why did he go to BJ Rooster to meet somebody and then leave? Maybe I don't know. Maybe he had plans of going out afterwards. I don't know. It's a very sad situation. Prayers to all parties involved. I do feel like he knows a little bit more, but I think he's taking the stance of that ain't my business. I didn't go up there. I didn't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell. Not my business. And it may not be something sinister. I don't know. Maybe they was doing a little drugs. And it was a wild car ride. Who knows? Who knows? But it's very sad. Moving forward for both men and women that are tuned in, keep your head on a swivel. Don't fuck with people you don't mess with. Don't break bread, and not because somebody's an enemy, right? If you wouldn't invite them over for Thanksgiving dinner, be careful who you sit down and break bread with, because this could be the outcome where nobody gives a damn about your well-being. And nobody wants anything to do with a tragedy or damn near fatal tragedy or incident that could have happened to you. This is very sad. Prayers to Tamar. I think that's going to be a very, very painful process. Even if I don't even know if she, y'all, to lose 4 teeth where your teeth are just from an impact of a fall, whatever, blunt force, whatever trauma, because even a fall is considered blunt force, right? Something swollen, severe facial injuries, so much pain. All because you thought you were about to go out on a night on the town and just have a good time. Never expecting the night to end in the way that it did. Prayers to Tamar. Tamar, I think you got to sit out for a little bit. I think you got to sit out for a little bit. I think there's a lot of bad energy around you. 4 teeth gone, y'all. That's a lot of teeth. 4. That was hard. Drugs can make you violent. Okay. I covered the Diddy case. I was in the courtroom. One of the escorts from Cowboys and Angels was also on a reality show. He was arrested for murder. He took some drugs. I can't remember. I think it was ketamine. And your comment, Queen of Premier, jogged my memory. He was arrested for homicide because the drugs he ingested made him so violent that he beat a girl to death and knocked her teeth out of her mouth to where they were lodged in her intestines. Drugs can make you violent. You got to be very careful. For those of you that are big boys and girls and you have your extracurricular activities that you enjoy, make sure you're around somebody safe that you trust. You can't just be hooking up with people because y'all have similar lifestyles or bonding over trauma in similar ways to where you wake up the next morning wondering what the hell happened. I'm just telling you, be careful out there. It's a cruel world we live in where people no longer, they just don't show up for you like that anymore. They don't give a damn if you make it home safe or not. And God forbid, if anything happens, this is my story and I'm sticking to it. Good night, everybody. Prayers to Tamar. Just be careful out there.